Hello, 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 and welcome to the live. Hello. So let me just do this. It's let me have a look here. Just want to bring it up on the computer. There I am. Oh, why has it got that on it? Live. Hello. There I am. Look at that. So let me just do this. It's it won't let me. Why can't I go? Oh, there. Click to expand. There we go. There I am. There we go. So hello, hello. Hope everyone's doing all right. Let me just get rid of the comments off this screen. Ta-da! How's that looking? That looks all right. I've got my corner of my stairs here, but that'll be all right. There we go. If anybody is watching and wants to say hello, leave a message, then that would be fantastic. There we go. Oh, can I make that bigger? No, I didn't want to do that. But I can do that. So it's a beautiful day out there. I don't know how many we're going to get in for the live show today, but hopefully we have a few people who can join in and say hello. It's such a nice day. I'm going outside after this show. I'm going to be doing a barbecue. Charlie's upstairs. She's on the phone and the computer and whatnot. Super Wayne. I got my new Super Wayne badges. They're pretty cool. So yeah, let's have a look. Anybody in? Oh, my brother's watching. So yeah, he's watching. I'm sure he'll leave a comment in a few seconds. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, just Neil. Lovely. Let me get to there. Da-da. Hello, Wayne and Charlie. Yeah, he'll probably send a message. See if he'll come to. Neil can message her to come down and say hello on the camera. I bet she doesn't know. She won't. She's very shy at the moment. She's very shy about being on the camera and all that goes with that. Let me just very quickly deal with this cable. So once again, I'm on this side of the room. So this is my dining room, and I've got the backdrops over here. My fridge is behind this backdrop over here, and then where I normally sit with the stars behind me is where the camera is right there. So you're actually watching this side. We've got a few likes coming in. Hello, hello, hello. Please leave a comment. Let me know who's watching. I hope everyone's doing okay. I've got a couple of new ones for you today. This is actually a really, really old trick. But I dug it out and I'm going to do that one today. I'm also doing this, which is a brand new version of a very, very old trick. I have done this one before on the live, but not for a long time. This is one of my tricks, very, very old. And I've got a couple of ones to show you as well. And this is something I just made up for today. We've got any comments? Anybody saying hello? Yeah, so this week's supposed to look amazing. It's supposed to be really nice weather this week, so I'm going to be out in my back garden a lot. And also on top of that, we've got next weekend. I'm just trying to think what's happening next weekend. Something's happening next weekend, but I can't think what it is. But I don't know. I am going to be asking and looking for people as well. If you do want to do this, then drop me a private message and let me know. I need to film 4 or 5 tricks. I need to get some reactions from them. Now, because of the way the restrictions still are, I want to do it over Zoom. We'll have like 5 or 6 on the screen at once. I'll do the trick for you all, and then we'll video it and get some reactions from it. What's that? Oh, that's okay. So if anybody would like to do that and join in with that, then drop me a message and I will send you the details. I'm going to try and get that done this week if I can. So anybody watching? We've said we've got a few people watching. Please drop a message in, say hello. I'd love to say hello. Who's out there? It's a bit quiet today. I think today is going to be a quiet one, to be honest with you, because I think it's just such a nice day. People and the restrictions are lifted, so I think people are going out and they're doing other things today. I don't think anyone's sat at home with nothing to do, which is why I do the show in the first place. But I would like to know if anybody else out there watching. Or what's this? Eric. Hello, Eric. Hello, mate. I have to have you over for a barbecue soon. Eric was my first teacher when I was just a little boy. Eric taught me some tricks. Eric taught me a coin trick, and I haven't got any coins here. They're over the back, and I can't do it for the camera. But next time, when we're doing the show that way again, and I'm on that side, I'll show you a couple of the tricks that Eric showed me. I might even have a trick that he showed me where you might win or lose, Eric. That's all I'm going to say about that one. So yeah, hopefully somebody will be on there. And yes, I need to get one more thing actually very, very quickly. Let me just grab this. I'm back. I need to make sure this is working. Okay, because we're going to do a little maths trick. Ah, yeah, that's perfect. We're going to try a little maths trick in a little while. So I've got a notepad there so we can write down the equations. It'll be very, very simple. It's not going to be a very difficult maths trick. So yeah, that'd be cool. Any more messages? This is the quietest it's ever been. I've never had it before with nobody's been commenting and saying hello. We've got a few minutes left to go before 4 o'clock though, so hopefully we'll get a few more people on. If you are watching, please drop me a message. Please say hello. It'd be lovely to see you all. Just trying to think what else has been happening here. I did a lecture today for the West Lothian Magic Circle, which was awesome. They were a great bunch of people, and I've got some new stuff that I'm working on, and some new ideas and some new tricks. And I'm writing a new book as well. So yes, very excited about that. Oh, we've got another message coming in. People are messaging me. I've got a couple of people messaging me. Hello, hello. Okay, let's have a look there. Yes, so and like I say, I'm doing a tribute today as well. This is a trick that was released many years ago by a guy called Daryl, and unfortunately he passed away a couple of years ago. His family have released some of his stuff. This is the first one that they're re-releasing. I have got a copy of it already, but I've got a copy of the new version, and I'm going to do that today as a tribute to Daryl, who was a great magician. I had the great honour of meeting him a couple of times actually at conventions, and he was always a really, really lovely gentleman and really, really kind with his time and his knowledge, and just amazing guy. So we are coming up on 4 o'clock. Let me look at look. Oh, we've got a few more minutes. Yeah, which one's fast? Let me look here. Or did I read it wrong last time? Oh, I read it wrong last time. I thought you said 59, but it's supposed to be 54. Should change my glasses, really, shouldn't I? We've got a few extra minutes. Ta-da! What we got else going on here? Anything I can show you down here? This side of the table is just junk at the moment. There's just stuff everywhere. I need to have a really big sort out. Yes, and I've got clothes down here and boxes. And next week, I think it's going to be next week, we're going to clear out this whole area, and I'm going to rebox all my shows ready to go out and do shows again, which I'm very excited about doing. If you are having any parties or functions or events or occasions, and you want to add some entertainment, then give me a message. I can't wait to get out there and start doing stuff for everybody again. It's going to be fantastic. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. So yes, so that's about it really. That's from my end. It's been a busy week this week. I haven't had Charlie much this week. She was at school during the week, and then I picked her up yesterday, and she's home. So we're going to have a barbecue in a little while, and looking forward to that. I did a barbecue a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't done a proper barbecue. So we're going to get it fired up, and we're going to get the fire pit going as well, and sit out the back and enjoy barbecue. I can't wait. I've got some burgers and some hot dogs, and we're going to quickly shoot to the shop after this and pick up a few extra bits. I've still got a small bottle of Jack. I might get a small bottle of Jack. I might marinate, while I'm cooking the other stuff, I might marinate one of my burgers in Jack and then stick that on there, so like a Jack Daniels infused burger. Can't wait, can't wait. Hello Timmy, nice to see you. How are you doing? Please stick around because I might need somebody to call upon to do some tricks with. Normally I go to the people on the comments. I hope wherever it is for you today is really nice and beautiful as well. It looks like I looked on the map earlier on for England, and it did say it was like all over. It was looking like it was going to be a really, really good weather for everybody. So that's amazing. Oh, very quickly, if anybody's watching it, Falcon and Winter Soldier, what an episode yesterday. I was really, I hate that I've got to wait a week now till the next one, and it's like tomorrow night is Line of Duty as well. Now I've heard this is going to have 7 episodes in this season. Normally it's 6, so if there is 7 episodes, then it's still another episode to go. But if it is the penultimate episode tonight, and it is only 6, then yes, it's all firing up, and again, gnawing at a bit to find out what's going to happen and find out. Because I think this might be the last series. It's all shaping that way that this could be the last series. And Martin Compston, who plays one of the main characters, has said that if you thought last week's was an amazing episode, after this week you're going to need therapy, which I think I know what that means. I think something big is coming. Wow, you're in hospital. Just had open heart surgery on Tuesday. Well, I hope you're doing all right, Timmy. Oh wow. Well. Relax and enjoy the show. I hope. By the looks of it, if you're on Facebook, then things have gone well and things are on the up. So I will be thinking about you. And yeah, best wishes to you, mate. And hope you. Oh, what's that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we'll yeah, I hope you're doing all right, and you know, yeah, get well soon, buddy. Get well soon. We've got a little Zoom group, and we've got the Alakazam Discord as well. So if you want to jump on there and chat with us and whatever, then you're more than welcome to. If you're just laid up and you want to have some friendly chat, then yeah, let us know. So I think we're going to start anyway. Let's have a quick look here. We've got 1 more minute to go. We'll give it 1 more minute. Coming home. Cool. Going home Monday. Oh, that's good, buddy. Oh, that's really good. Oh, well, that must mean it's been a success. So, yeah, well, make sure you get plenty of rest and don't rush it. And yeah, get well soon. That's open heart surgery. That's terrifying. But well, I'm glad that it's all gone. Well, presumably all gone well because you're going home on Monday. So yeah, cool, awesome. So okay. Let me put this up here. Normally we've got a few people on and I can call upon people to help me with the tricks, but we haven't got many. So Timmy, it might be you doing everything with me today. We'll just be our little duo, I think it might be. We've got a few people watching. Please drop a message if you're watching, so I know who's watching. And we're going to call on people to help out with some of the tricks as well. I would love to get some people involved. Can I see who's actually on? I don't think I can. No, it doesn't say who's actually on there. But yeah, if you are watching, please leave a message. Please just say hello or whatever, and I can see that you're watching. I'm going to be doing, like I say, a couple of different tricks here today, and I didn't really know where to start. Oh, hello, Darren. Hello, Darren. Nice to see you. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. I'm going to be needing a couple of people to help, so don't go anywhere, Darren, because I've got a couple of tricks. I'm trying out some old ones and some different ones. This is one of my favourite ones, though. This is absolutely one of my favourite tricks of all time. I love it. And when I first saw this, I was at a magic convention, and a magician did it and just blew me away. And he just uses 2 pieces of rope that are exactly the same size. 2 pieces of rope that are exactly the same size, and yes, that's it, really. That's all there is to it. Now, the thing is, though, that with what I do as a job, it is capable for you. There's possibilities for me to mess with people's minds a little bit. And one of the ways I can do this, if I take these 2 pieces of rope and I kind of hang them over, I can then place one next to the other. And if you look at that, it could be that I've actually got 1 small piece of rope and 1 long piece of rope. If I hold it like that, if I didn't say anything to you, you might be under the impression that this is one end and this is the other end, and then this is a long piece of rope, but I can show you that it's not. It's actually 2 separate pieces of rope that are exactly the same size. But again, if I place that here and that here, it could look like that this is 1 piece of rope and that's the other piece of rope, and I've got a small piece and a long piece. Of course, sometimes when I actually do this trick, I will just do exactly that. I'll just have 1 small piece and 1 very, very long piece of rope. In fact, it's very, very long. If I hold it up there, you can see it's very, very long. If I can get it all in shot. Very long compared to the other one anyway. And of course, some people get confused by that and they say to me, well, that doesn't make sense because a few seconds ago we saw that it was 2 pieces of rope exactly the same size. But as you can see, because of the way I hold it, you can never really be sure. And I mean, you can really, really never be sure. It might be 2 pieces the same size. It might be 2 completely different size pieces. I actually don't know myself. So we'll just move on from that, shall we? Now let's have a look here. Let's have a look. So I would like to do this one. This is my tribute to Daryl. So like I said, I got this this arrived this week, and it's a quite a confusing trick. Let me just move these cards here for a second because I don't want them to get knocked over. I'm going to use this little box as a stand, but I've got some big cards. Now these cards are quite a bit bigger than your normal playing cards. In fact, I think they're 4 times the size than a normal playing card. And I've got there's 4 cards here. 2 of them are the same and 2 of them are different. Or there's 2 sets of 2. So let me show you. The first card has a hole in it, and that's what you might call a hole card because it's got a hole that goes right the way through. So that's a hole card. But this is also a hole card because it's whole. There's no holes in it, so it's a whole card. Whereas that's a card with a hole. So we've got a whole card and a whole card. On top of that, we've also got another whole card because it's completely whole, and another card with a hole in it. Yeah. So you can have the whole card or a card with a hole, which is a whole card, but that's also a whole card because it's completely whole. Let me get rid of that one for a second so there's no confusion. So over here, I've placed the card with the hole, and up here, I've got other cards including hole cards. Now if I take the card with the hole and I place it here, if I click my fingers, I can actually turn that hole into a spot. It's a spot card. So we've got a hole card and a hole card and a spot card and a hole card. So now this hole is made up, this spot is made up because behind this spot, the card is a whole card of red. In fact, what that is it's actually one of those spots but zoomed in really close. So it's a whole spot card, that's a whole card, and it's also a whole card because it hasn't got a hole, whereas this is a whole card because it's got a hole in it. That's quite clever, isn't it? So if you make up a spot card, then maybe you can make another spot card, but this is actually a whole spot card. It hasn't got a hole in it, but it has got a spot, and it doesn't rub off either. That is a spot card. So I'll put this one over here, and we can come back to that in a second. So I've got a hole card, and I've got a hole card with a spot, and the spot is the whole card, and I've got a card with a hole, which is why it's a whole card, but that is also a whole card because it doesn't have a hole. Anyone confused? I'm a little bit confused, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, one other thing I could do is I could take my spot card and I could take a whole card and I could and now I've got a whole load of spots. So I've got a spot card and a whole load of spots. It's on a whole card because it doesn't have a hole, but this whole card is a whole card because it's got a hole, and this is a whole card because it hasn't got a hole. Has everyone got that? And it's a long, one big spot card because it's one spot and a hole, which makes up a spot if you put the hole over the hole, and then you get a spot. What I would like to do is to get this one to have, because I've got, let me have a look here, I've got a spot card and I've got a hole card, and I've got a hole card, which isn't a whole card because that's a whole card because it hasn't got a hole, and I've got a whole load of spots. What would be really cool though is if I did like that, and this will be actually a spot card with a hole. So now I've got a whole load of spots with a spot with a hole, which was a whole card when you put it against the whole card, because it was a whole card because it isn't got a hole in it, but that is a whole card because it has got a hole in it, and that's a spot card. While you're watching the spots, no one was watching the whole, and I was, and that's the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Thank you very much. Ta-da! Okay, look at that. I really like that one. Whew. I've been practicing that all this morning, and yeah, that's the first time I've done that in a very, very long time. Now I wanted to do a card trick, so I'm going to try this one here. Darren, if you're there, Darren, could you do me a favour, and or anybody, if anybody's watching at all, could you just say stop? Okay, I'm going to give these cards a quick cut and a quick shuffle, and then there is a bit of a time delay. So, what's that? It's been brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you. Tilly, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I was really nervous about doing that as well. If someone could say stop for me, that would be brilliant. Oh, we've got one straight away. Look at that. Stop. We've got a card here. I'm not going to look at this card. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not looking at the monitor either. In fact, the monitor's 10 seconds behind. So when I see me start moving towards the camera, I'm going to move away. Let me have a quick look. I'm going to leave this here anyway. Hopefully you saw that. I don't know if you did or not. But I've got here some very, very big cards. Okay, these are really, really big cards. Do you know what? I'm going to have a look anyway. It doesn't matter. Let's have a look there. Can you see the card? So it's the King of Hearts, okay, the King of Hearts. And I've got some jumbo cards here, and we can have a quick look at them, and I'm going to show you that we've got the Queen of Clubs, the King of Hearts, and the Ace of Spades. I can't do the actual routine that I normally do because normally I don't know what the card is going to be, but that's fine. I'm going to get rid of the Ace of Spades. I'm going to place that onto here, and I just want you to keep an eye on the Queen of Clubs and the King of Hearts. Now, if there was a massive crown here, I would do something really amazing. I could make it disappear. They're a bit big for that for the camera. However, what I can do is this. So you chose the King of Hearts. The King of Hearts is this one here. If you look really carefully, this is also the King of Hearts. You see, I actually have two King of Hearts up here on the stage. Not only that, I had the Ace of Spades as well. But if I take the Ace of Spades back and give it a little fan like this, it also becomes the King of Hearts. So we have 1, 2, 3 kings, not including the one on the table. And that is a giant card trick. Ta-da! Okay, let's put these over here. Oh, who's that? Oh my God, we've got Steve Webb on the, oh my God, Steve Webb. Hello, mate. Steve Webb, I could tell you stories about Steve Webb. Steve and I worked on the Gabriella, the MS Gabriella sailing out of Helsinki back in 1997, I believe it was. 1997, Steve, that's over 20 years ago, 24 years ago. Look at me. And I've seen your pictures on Facebook, mate. How come you haven't aged? Have you got a picture in your cabin that gets older and older and older and you don't? I tell you, it's been a long time. I loved our time on the ship. It was such a blast. It really, really was. And one of my happiest memories working on that ship. I loved that ship. I loved being in the finishing work. I would come out of the first class restaurant or the main restaurant, and I would come out of there, and Steve would be in a little bar, and he was a troubadour, so he would be playing his guitar. And yeah, I'd go into the bar and get a beer or Jack Daniels, and I'd sit there and watch him play, and then we'd have a chat afterwards. And yeah, first time I met Steve, he'd just come on the ship, and I'd been on a little while, and I saw him play. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And he really had the long hair and the intense stare. And I walked up to him and I was like, I'm still 25. And I walked up to him and I was like, hey, I'm the magician. I was like, hey man, how you doing? We got chatting and stuff, and there weren't many English people on board, so we had a quick chat and stuff. And I said, oh, after your next set, you know, we'll go up to the mess and get a beer or a Jack. And he went, yeah, or something else. And I was thinking, oh my god, he's a musician, he looks like a rock star, he's going to want to do something stronger than that. And it turns out he didn't drink, and he went a cup of coffee, which wasn't the first thought that went through my head. Yeah, maybe I still love that story. It still makes me laugh. Hey Scott, no, you've not missed much. I did the whole thing. It was a whole thing. Should I do it again? No, I ain't doing it again. But I'm about to do this one. Now Scott has very kindly, Scott's on with us now as well. Scott very kindly helped me go through this a few times this morning to make sure I know what I'm doing. But the other night, Charlie came home from school, and it was actually last night, and I picked her up from school, brought her home, and her little friend came over as well from over the road. And I said to girls, I really don't feel like cooking tonight, so I'm gonna order something. I'm like, oh, can we get an Indian? I was like, yeah, let's get an Indian. And then we're like, you know what, we have Indian all the time, and I cook Indian food all the time. We don't have a lot of in Newmarket, especially. We've got like 15 Indian restaurants here. We've got about 4 Italians. And we haven't really got a decent Chinese. Well, there's a couple of really, really decent Chinese takeaways. And I said, come on, let's get a Chinese takeaway, because I haven't had Chinese in so long. And the girls were like, yeah, Chinese. So it's still rice and stuff, and it's cool. So I said, well, look, let's just do something. First of all, we need to decide what we're going to eat and how much we're going to spend. So we'll come back to the eating in a second, but we need to work out how much we're going to spend. So I've got some cards here, and I'm gonna give them a couple of cuts. Now, normally, if somebody was here with me, I would ask them to cut and shuffle the cards, but we haven't got anybody here at the moment. I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to cut them into 3 piles. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 for the first pile, 1, 2, 3 for the second pile, and 1, 2, 3 for the third pile. And we're going to turn them over in a second, but I would like anybody drinking a beer now. You drinking a beer now? I didn't think you drink. Okay. Or is it because I'm doing magic and you need a drink now? It's like, oh my god, I need something. Could somebody give me a number, 1, 2, or 3? And the number that you say, I'm going to eliminate from the trick for this part of the trick. It will come into play later on, but we need to get rid of one of the piles. So if anybody at all, just name 1, 2, or 3. The first one that I see on the messages, I will remove. So just 1, 2, or 3. 2. Okay, so that's the middle one. So I'm going to take that one, and I'm just going to place that here on the table. I'm not going to take it out sharp. We're not going to look at it just yet. And I'm going to take these ones here, and I'm going to give them a mix. And I'm going to put them face outwards into this little stand. So that's our first set of 3 numbers, 1, 5, and 9. I'm going to mix these up as well. And this is what we did with the girls last night. The girls mixed the numbers around, and then I'm going to put these numbers. So we've got 6. We know 6, it's line underneath it, like the 9's got the 9 underneath that way. We've got 2, and we've got a 7. So, you're drinking too much beer, Steve. Timmy, as you're laid up in hospital, would you like the top numbers or the bottom numbers? Okay, so whichever one you say, then we'll open it up to everybody else for the second set. I'm just going to move these ones actually. I'm just going to place them up top here. They're going to come into it in a few seconds' time. So, Timmy, would you like the bottom set, which is these numbers, or would you like the top set of numbers up here? The top, okay. And now, Timmy, what I'd like you to do is to choose one of those numbers, anyone, to be part of our first number in the sequence. So just choose the 1, the 5, or the 9. And while he's doing that, I'm going to bring this over here. This is the Chinese menu, by the way. Hopefully you can see that there. Lots of different choices, very, very nice. It's called the Pagoda, really nice Indian Chinese restaurant. Number one. Okay, so we're going to do number one. And now would anybody name one of the numbers from the bottom row, please? So 6, 2 or 7. So we've got 1. So we need 6, 2 or 7. Now I will show you these numbers. If you'd have chosen these numbers, there's 3 completely different numbers there as well. But these numbers are mixed around and you're going to have a free choice. So Scott has gone with number 2. So I'm going to put that there. So our first number is 12. Now if anybody wants to do this at home, you can write it down as well. Our first number is 12. Okay, and now Timmy, would you choose another number from the top, please? Another number from the top, which is going to give us a completely different, every time we do this you get different numbers, different sequences, and of course it's completely random. And then while Timmy's choosing someone from the top, if someone could choose one from the bottom as well. Okay, we're going to go wait for Timmy's first though. Timmy's gone for number 9. So our second number is 9, well it's 90 something. And if someone could choose a number from the bottom, Kieran's already done 7, so I will do that now. So we've got 7, and then the last number on the top is 5, and the last number below is 6. Okay, so if we very, very quickly just pick these up, I can show you. We've got 12. Added to 12, we're going to do 97, and then added to 97, we've got 56. Now if I add these numbers together, let's have a look here. 7 and 6 is 13. 14, 15, carry the 1, 9, 10, 15, 16. So there we go. So we've got 7 and 6 is 13, and 2 is 15, carry the 1. 1 and 9 is 10, and 5 is 15, and that is 16. So we've got 1, 6, 5. Now, once the girls have done that, I took a pen, I wiggled it round, and I added a little dot. Okay, so the dot's gone in there, which means we have £1.67 to spend. Not a lot, as it turns out. £1.65, sorry. £1.65 to spend. Not a lot of money. Doubt we're going to get much off the menu for that. Let's have a look here. Well, we could. Oh, we're 5p too much. We need another 5p to got the hot and sour soup. 5p too much. £1.70. £1.50 we could get chicken and sweet corn soup. But that's not going to feed 3 of us, is it? Let's be honest with you. And everything else is like £5 or £6. I'll show you up here. We've got £5 or £6. There's nothing on there really that we're going to be able to afford for £1.65. But then Charlie, my daughter, said to me, Dad, what's that other set of cards up there? And I said, oh, maybe this will help. So if we take these cards here, we have got a 3, a 4 and an 8. Okay, 348. But obviously we've already worked out the money. So maybe we can take the 3 and the 4 and the 8 and add those together, and that will give us another number. So 8 add 4 is 12, add 3 is 15. So 8 add 4 is 12, add 3 is 15. And if we look on the menu at the 15th item, number 15, so if we go down here, and it should be right there, number 15, hopefully you can read that. It says special all-you-can-eat buffet for 3 people for a price of £1.65. £1.65 gets us an all-you-can-eat buffet for 3 people. It was on there the whole time. I didn't see it, to be honest with you, but luckily the girls did once we worked out the 15, and that's what we had for our dinner last night. And that was my Chinese choice. Thank you very much. Okay, 165 is the title. Yes, look at that, my maths works. Ta-da! Okay, let's put this over here. If you'd have seen me earlier on and seen how stressed I was, you'd know how proud I am that that worked. And thank you, Scott. Thank you for that. If your nurse would like to join in, she's more than welcome to. Is she fit? Is she nice? Is she a nice nurse? Timmy, you got to get a picture of you and the nurse and post it up. You can't not now. You got the nurses there. Unless you're having a bath in the bed bath, we don't need to see that. Oh, bless. Ta-da! Yeah, got to do that. Ta-da! Let's have a look here. I'm going to have a card later. We're going to come back to it though at the end. So I'm not going to ask anyone to say stop this time. I'm literally going to just let's have a look here. We'll go to the middle and just take out one card. There we go. And I'm going to place it here, 5 of clubs. There we go, brilliant, brilliant. And I'm going to come back to that in a minute. I'm going to come back to 5 of clubs in a minute. What I have got here, let me just put this in my pocket. I've got my little box, and inside my box here, I've got a magic wand. Now, those who know me know that I don't really use a lot of magic wands in my show, but I do use a couple, and this is one of the ones that I use. And I've also got a packet of Mentos as well. And I'm going to place that into there. I found that the packet of Mentos will fit inside the magic wand. Now, what I could do with this, it means that I can hide a packet of Mentos in my wand, and then when I'm doing shows and that, I can be going ta-da and ta-da, and then the kids don't know, they'll pop one off and oh, hello, sweetie, and it gives me the energy to do the shows and stuff. I'm going to place that there for a second, and I'm just going to lift this up and show you nothing else inside, and that's rolling now. I don't want it to roll away. We're going to need that to stay. There we go. And for this also, let me just do this. There we go. I'm getting a Chinese meal tonight. I wish it cost £1.65. Yeah, me too, to be honest with you. Check this out, watch this. This is a very, very quick trick. It uses a handkerchief. If I just open this up so you can see it, this is a small square silk. I can place it into my hand here, and I can place it inside. Let me just get rid of that bit because it's fraying a little bit. Get it over there, and that goes into my hand. I'll do that again. Here we go, watch this. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to place it inside my hand as it goes in. If I take the wand, and a little tap, 2 taps actually, one hot, one cold, I can do that, and it completely disappears. Completely gone as well. And the wand with a little tap, and it's gone. And that's how amazing these wands are. They are fantastic. Not only that, though, if you do this, it comes back. Oh, hold on. Oh, a little bit of thing. Oh, anyway, oh, I know what I could do actually. Those Mentos, maybe I have to, maybe they're magic Mentos, Super Wayne. Maybe they give me the ability. So if I have one of the Mentos, that might give me the ability to do it again. Actually, I forgot to mention this. Sometimes this does happen, but when I take it off now, the sweets have actually gone, and actually inside here now, if I take it out, is the handkerchief, safe and sound, exactly where the Mentos were. Nothing else in there. The other end, if I take the other end off, if I can get it to come off, is completely blocked off. There's nothing there either. The Mentos have completely vanished, replaced by the handkerchief, which means if I come back to the box over here, inside the box over here, right where we started, we have the packet of Mentos, and I will have them later on. Thank you very much. Ta-da! And oh, they're back. There we go. Actually, they're not there or there, but they are there, so that's all right. Right. Now this is something I just threw together earlier on as a silly idea to do. Where did I leave the cards? Oh, there they are. So we're looking for the 5 of clubs, something that tells us the 5 of clubs. And inside here, I have a tube, nothing in the tube. Da, da, da. When I counted this earlier on, actually, I was thinking of my little buddy Lucas. It's up your sleeve. I ain't got any sleeve. Yes, this is my sleeve. It's my Iron Man sleeve. Da, 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 Iron Man. It's just the first part. The Iron Man costume cost something like $16.4 billion to make, and that's the first dollar spent right there. Like, strong Hulk. No, it's just a tube. It's all it is. Just a tube. Nothing inside. And it sits inside this little house. In fact, there's nothing here either. It's just a little wooden outlet. I wish I was skinny enough to get inside that and wear that as the front bit, but it's not. That's just the first bit there. So that goes there, that goes there. And yeah, like I said, this has got nothing inside it. That's got nothing inside it. And the idea is to try and magic something that will give us some sort of clue to the 5 of clubs. The 5 of clubs, something that says the 5 of clubs. Maybe something with a bit of colour to it would be quite good. If you had something with a bit of colour, that would be amazing. Maybe a couple of colours. If you had a couple of colours, you just put this here. That would be really, really cool. And of course, you need some background. We have a little bit of background on that as well. And I thought, if we can, if we find something that maybe says to us, it says 5 of clubs, 5 of clubs. What could you have that would? Oh, not the yellow one either. But something like, oh, that's a big one. Look at that one. Oh, that's quite cool. So if you can find something and maybe put them together, the talking handkerchiefs. They go 5 of clubs. No, they don't say 5 of clubs. But I have got a couple more handkerchiefs here anyway. We could use these for a trick, I'm sure. And I was looking through here and I was thinking, what can we find? There must be something in here that would say to me 5 of clubs. Something that would. Oh, well, look at that one. We've got the 5 of clubs, or the 5 of clubs, or the 5 of clubs. And actually, clubs are black, and that's a black handkerchief. So Maybe that could signify the 5 of, no, okay. And I've got all, we've got here, we've got this one here and this one here. Actually, we've got loads of handkerchiefs. I don't know where these handkerchiefs are coming from. We've got all, check this out, watch this. We take this one and we just tie a knot, and we just tie a knot like that. No, that's not a club either anyway. We've got this one here and this one here and this one here. I thought we had, no, that one wasn't it either. I know, oh, that spotty one. Do you know what that means? Nothing. We've also got these ones. Look, oh, this one's my favourite one. Now, check this one. This one's my favourite because it's a duck flying from one side of the screen to the other. But check this out, because this duck, when he gets over to here, turns around and goes back the other way. Watch it again. What a flying duck. And then goes back the other way. But if you don't think that's amazing, watch this as it turns into a rabbit jumping all the way across. And the rabbit can turn around as well. So it went from a duck to a rabbit, back to a duck again. Okay, let's check out over here, because actually if I go right down to the very, very bottom, there is one handkerchief in here, and one handkerchief only, that does bear the legend of the 5 of clubs, the only one with a card on it. It's your card, the 5 of clubs. Check it out, that's amazing. These all came from, I have no idea where, but they can all go back inside there as well. Guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Ta-da! I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've had a good day. I'm going to get the barbecue lit in a few seconds time. Thanks, Steve. Steve, you're never a bother. And yeah, let's have we'll have to get you on the Zoom sometime and have a proper chat with you as well. Be great to catch up, brother. Yeah, well, just the memories I have of working on that ship, I tell you, are one of my absolute favourite ships I ever worked on, and just an amazing. Sailed out of Helsinki. It was an overnight crossing to Stockholm, and the only time we weren't allowed to go down to the bar was the night I was there. The night they had the ice hockey championships, and in Scandinavia, I think it was ice hockey. In Scandinavia, that's like footballism in the UK, and we weren't allowed to go down because it was Finland versus Sweden. The next day, the ship was in tatters. Yeah, it was a riot on the ship that night, and we weren't allowed to go anywhere near it. But yeah, amazing time, amazing watching the sea go past every day. And if I could be back there, I'd love it, I tell you. Maybe we'll take Charlie up there one day. I think she would love it as well. It's beautiful. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next Saturday with another show. Yes, I can't wait. I've actually got coming, a friend of mine sent me a variation on a very old trick, and I'm going to have it to perform next week. So I cannot wait to show you that. But in the meantime, look after yourselves, stay safe, keep smiling. We're ever forward inching towards the end of the pandemic, so let's get through this. And I'm going for a barbecue and a Jack Daniels. See you later on. Love you all. Be good. Bye for now.